Hi, my name is Tanner Coleman. I'm Director of Marketing and Business Development here at Mobility. I would say the thing that attracts me most about Mobility is the fact that the sky is really the limit with it. Mobile marketing truly is, the most disruptive form of marketing right now, and it's really the most popular thing to use, mainly because it's cost effective and just how powerful it is. So I'd say it's very exciting to be a part of something that's brand new, and also something that's very popular. So mobility, what it means to me, really a couple different things. I would say number one, I feel like I'm at home when I come to the office. So every day when I get up out of bed, I'm driven and motivated when I get to work. It's not like past jobs where I honestly did not want to get up, didn't want to go to work. Every day that I come to the office, I love what I do. I love the people I'm around. So really, it's pretty much a home to me. And then also just the fact that it's such a successful company already, and it still has maintained all of its startup, values and different qualities of what a startup, embodies, and hasn't really adopted that full corporate structure where you have things like glass ceilings and stuff like that, and managers who are breathing down your neck. It's just a very laid back environment that gives you all the right tools and training for you to succeed. So I would say the greatest benefit of SMS marketing would be just the fact of how convenient it is, both on a business owner or, on a business's standpoint, whether it's the marketing department that's managing it, maybe it's the communications department, whoever's managing it is a very convenient, quick tool to use. And you can reach your customers, in the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, within a second. It's really incredible. If you look at other platforms, it's very hard to reach your customer in real time, let alone on such a mass scale. So I think that's one of the greatest benefits of SMS marketing. And then with that too, I would also say the other big benefit would be the fact of how cost effective it is. You look at other advertising, like on social media, for example, so Facebook paid advertising, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google AdWords, even traditional advertising. So you have stuff like the billboards, radio station, commercials, all that stuff. All of them are very, very expensive, and it's very hard to get the right return on investment that you should be getting for those platforms. With SMS marketing, it's very easy to maximize your return on investment per customer, and it's very cheap, or in other words, affordable, for our clients to use our platform and get the same result, if not better, from their other, advertising pieces. So, when it comes to keeping myself motivated throughout a long day, I wouldn't say I necessarily have any difficulty staying motivated. I'd say the big thing is just, being alert and aware and awake, and if that makes sense. I think the big thing is just being awake the whole time, because, it is tough when you're grinding, 5 days a week, you're working 40, 50 hours a week. It's really easy, if you're staying up late at night, to get really tired throughout the day, and then it affects your performance. So I think the easiest way to get past that and to keep myself motivated is just eating healthy and making sure I'm going to bed at the right time. I think it's that simple. I love what I do. I love the company that I work for. So really everything's there on a plate for me to stay motivated all day long. So mobility's culture, that's another tough one, just because of how much goes into it. It's really hard to just put one or a few words and explain what mobility's culture is. Really, it's a very diverse workplace, and that's what I love most about it, is that, anyone from all walks of life are welcome here. It's really magnificent. You have people who have gone to college, people who have not gone to college. There's no difference between me and anyone else in the office. Everyone's on the same level. It doesn't matter what your position is. It doesn't matter, what you like to do in your own time. It doesn't matter what your daily tasks are. No matter what, everyone's equal at the office, and everyone gels very well together. Really, I think what best defines Mobinity's culture is just family. If I could put it into one word, I would say family. So the main competitive advantage that SMS marketing has over other platforms for marketing would, number one, be convenience. I honestly think wholeheartedly that convenience is the number one driving tool for any type of marketing or advertising. If you look at, we'll just talk about mobile marketing. I won't even get into the other stuff. With mobile marketing, you have two different avenues to go down. You have the mobile applications, which I know a lot of businesses love, and everyone's jumping on that bandwagon and loves it because of the push notifications. And then on the flip side, you have SMS marketing, which is communicating with your customers via text message, sharing things like updates, alerts, promotions, deals, anything like that. There's a lot of different use cases. With the mobile app, I would honestly say it is not convenient for the user end, and it's very difficult for a business to use. The reason is that it's not convenient. If you think about it, any type of user or customer, however you want to look at them, client, to get them to download your app, you have to dump a lot of marketing out there and pay a lot of money to get it even made. So number one, it's just not cost effective. And then number two, like I said, if I'm going to download an app, number one, I have to hear about it. I have to be enticed to download it. And then I actually have to go onto the App Store, find it, and then click download and download it. And then on top of that, I have to make an account and sign in and use the app every day. So it's very tough for businesses to develop apps and keep their users engaged 365 days a year. With SMS marketing, it's very convenient for a user or a client or customer to get on board with it and sign up right away. All they have to do is either text a keyword to a short code or use something like a web opt-in page in a store on a tablet, put in their number, and they're entered in automatically, and they receive any type of updates, alerts, and deals, to their phone via text message. Text message is a very powerful inbox. You have things like email that you're lucky if you get 20% open rate. With text messaging, it's pretty much 98% open rate. You really can't beat that if you think about it. So, ultimately, I would say the big advantage is, number one, convenience. It's way more convenient for the user to be getting text messages than checking in on an app every single day. And then number two, which goes hand in hand with it, is that SMS marketing is essentially the most disruptive form of marketing that you can do right now in 2018. You can reach your customers day or night, any time of the day, any time of the night, and 365 days of the year. My favorite aspect of the marketing industry would have to be just the fact that it's ever changing. It's very exciting to always have something new coming up in my daily, in my day-to-day operations. There's always new techniques, new avenues, new things being developed constantly in marketing. There's constant things happening and always ever changing. I think that's what makes it so exciting to be a part of. And then I say with that too, marketing is a very enticing avenue for individuals to go down. I would say because it's a lot like sports. You basically have to work pretty hard, and then you're rewarded for doing so. And ultimately, like at the end of the season or in that championship game, there's that prize to win, and you have to really outthink your opponents strategically. And you have to use a lot of different tools and even develop your own tools in order to get ahead of your competition and beat them, play by play. So I would say that's what is, my favorite aspect of the marketing industry. So when I'm not working, usually what you can find me doing is either outdoors. So I love kayaking, I love hiking, I love tourism. So I love getting out there, traveling the world as much as possible. That's one of my favorite things to do. Outside of that, when I'm stuck inside, usually what I resort to is either watching movies or playing video games. So if I had to describe my life in a movie title, I would have to say The Hobbit. Not only is it my favorite movie, but I'm also, number one, I'm short, so that makes sense. Obviously, The Hobbit, and I'm short. And then number two, I like adventuring. I love adventuring. I love getting out there and seeing new places. So I think if I could describe myself with a movie title, The Hobbit would be the best one for me. My favorite fight song would have to be Preservation by Aesop Rock. That's definitely my fight song. So a great idea that I think I have to really change the world would be developing technology where you essentially can help people who are blind see again. Some of the crazy ideas that I came up with was like using some type of sensors, similar to automobiles, incorporating that into some type of like fashion belt that they could wear around them, and it would communicate with them to a headset via Bluetooth, like a little earpiece, and basically direct them what's happening in their surroundings in real time. Really taking away the need for things like the white cane, the walking dog, and reliance on other people. Because I think one of the best things and the most powerful products ever made are things that give back independence to people who have some type of disability. So that's really, my big idea. Where did you get this? You're supposed to speak in Spanish. Honestly, if a penguin walked through the door wearing a sombrero, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly would not. Just because we completely skipped spring, and we all know global warming is happening, so I would not be surprised if penguins are migrating south. I'd probably just say, what's up, brother? Reason is, it's my kind of personality. And I'd like to know, what's going on with him, dude? Why is he down here in Pennsylvania and not in a much better part of the world? Because Pennsylvania really isn't that great. So that's probably what I would say.